How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to history and revenues and residuals of my career that these government people are blocking me from, my monies of social media, the government blocking me from my lawsuit monies, government blocking me from my insurance of my mother and father, and the government blocking me from my mother and father's estates. This is attempted murder. And somebody always keeps communicating that all my friends are making more money than me, is what they tried to communicate. And that all my friends are getting ahead in life, and I'm sitting here being held hostage by the dirty goddamn government. This is fucking bullshit. I was born as the real Richie Rich. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. These people are defamating my character every fucking day, trying to make me look like a low-income person. That is attempted fucking murder. My mother and father even had standard documents of living, where I was supposed to be at, what houses I was supposed to be at during certain seasons, different times of the year. These government people are trying to play their control games as they're trying to make me look like a nobody. This is fucking bullshit. I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Anybody denying my biological parents' identity, those people can be subpoenaed into court, and they can be ticketed for their lies. When people are making up lies, slandering my character, making up bullshit about me, as their way of holding me hostage, as their way of terrorizing my life, as their way of rummaging through my life, these people need to get prosecuted for trespassing, violations of financial portfolios, violation of career history, and then other people are trying to claim my accomplishments. People are trying to claim my history. And did the Treasury even make a bet? What was the bet? They bet like a certain amount of trillions of dollars in reference to my vertical jump, but they never paid. Like they made like a contest or something to see how high I could jump vertically, or run and jump. And I ran and jumped and touched whatever it was they wanted me to touch in reference to a height of how high I would jump. Somebody wanted me to mention that just now too. But Treasury's never paid. Now, the measurement of height, how tall it was or how high it was, needs to be documented, needs to be shown on YouTube, needs to be shown in the media in reference to my athletic ability, my running ability in reference to how fast I can run. These people are trying to cover up my athletic ability as their way of trying to prepare their people to try to claim that they were me. Meaning like the contest, say for instance there was a contest in reference to my athletic ability and I beat the contest. What these people do is they steal and they squat on the money, and then they try to get one of their impersonators to pretend that they thought they were me, and then they steal the fucking money in reference to my athletic ability or my accomplishments, or they block me from accounts, or they try to cover it up, and then their people, they gather around to steal the fucking money and revenues that I was supposed to have received. Those people have to get prosecuted. Another thing of importance, these people blocking me from my mother and father's production companies. People blocking me from my revenues. People blocking me from my interest accounts. People blocking me from my trust funds. They have to get prosecuted and they have to get arrested, whoever they are. These people making up their lies, these people making up their accusations, causing me years of my life, blocking me, holding me hostage, slandering my character, their activity of trying to claim that everybody's getting ahead in life but me. Everybody's living their lives higher and wealthier than me. When I'm richer than they are. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. They just choked me. The satellite man has to get charged for choking me every single time. They've been hitting me in the nose right here. That's more lawsuits today too. How much are those lawsuits, government man? Treasury Department, what is the lawsuits every time the satellite man's hitting me in the face? Each and every individual time they've done that. Each and every time they've been burning me with satellites. If you can't get the information right of who I am and who my parents are, and my parents wrote all these regulations and documents of places I was supposed to be at during certain seasons of the year, such as certain mansions, certain properties, and certain durations of time where I have to be at certain places. Nothing's ever for sale. Anybody claiming they bought any of the properties, there has to be court cases and they have to get prosecuted. Nothing is ever for sale. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. I'm the owner of the mansions. I'm the owner of the properties. I'm the owner of the companies. Nothing is ever for sale. I'm the only person that has legal license of ownership. that's never going to change? And all these people that made up all their lies and all their tricks and all their manipulations is fraud. All these people that's tried to play these games with their manipulations is attempts of murder. Today is April 8th, 2023, and it's 4:39 p.m. And there's a commercial with Steve Harvey on it. But in reference to, and Ted Nugent's on TV. But anyways, in reference to the government man trying to play their games, holding me hostage, intercepting postal mail, people making up lies. Those people got to get prosecuted. These people are violating the due process of the courts. Like they're just sitting there waiting around, playing their game, like they didn't know what they were doing. I got kidnapped from my mother and father's mansions. One of the first priorities is to get back to my mother and father's mansions. But the government's holding me hostage. They got to find out who the people are that are doing it. You know, inquiring minds have to know. People in America need to know. Because nobody else wants this shit happening to them. And I don't want these people doing this shit to me. So you need to arrest the motherfuckers and prosecute them for their fucking human testing crimes and their fucking hate crimes and fatal attraction. This is total bullshit. The American flag speaks freedom and freedom of choice and many things. And politicians are sitting there trying to make up their lies, accusating against me. And it's attempted murder. And that fucking satellite man's trying to do the shakedown or something, trying to shake me like this and shit. You better fucking get the fuck off of me, man, or somebody's gonna throw you in prison. I'll put you in the electric chair, you fucking son of a bitch. You better quit hitting my teeth, man. Do you own my teeth, government man? Do you think you own anything of my anatomy? You get the death penalty for trying to claim anything. Don't touch me with your satellite, motherfucker. They're hitting me in the teeth right here. I'm not your child. I'm not your property. My father got murdered from satellite, and your fucking government motherfuckers made up lies about it the whole fucking time until my mother brought in specialists that knew about satellite and radar technology, and you lost in every motherfucking court case. You better leave people alone before you get the death sentence, motherfucker. Before you're wanted dead or alive. Some of you are already wanted dead or alive in your financial crimes and your hostage games. I'm not your child. I'm not your property. I'm not your race. You don't own my race, government man. You Germans and Middle Easterners, you don't own my race. You don't own who I am. You don't own the copyrights of who I am. I'm the owner of the copyrights of who I am. Not you, not anybody else. I'm the only child of my mother and father. And you better go into court before they have to hunt you down and drag you into the court, whether you're dead or alive, motherfucker. Any person blocking me from my mother and father's mansions must get ticketed, and they must get prosecuted through the courts. Anybody stealing my postal mail, such as monies, checks, or letters, or fan mail that anybody tried to send to me, those people need to get ticketed, and they need to get ordered into court. And they need to get prosecuted no matter who the fuck they are. I'm not German. I'm not any of these races of these people that are stealing from me. I'm not their child. I'm not their property. And in reference to the government not understanding the procedures of a hostage situation or a kidnapping, all those people need to get prosecuted and thrown out of their positions for not following the correct procedures of a rescue mission or a humanitarian rescue mission, such as what this has been. And these government people need to get prosecuted for their hate crimes and their distorting of the facts of procedures and their misrepresentation of the facts of my identity and financial wealth of my parents and my status and my financial wealth of lawsuits, benefits I was supposed to have received, and insurance monies I was supposed to have received. This has been a total hostage situation, and they've tried to play their refusal games in all categories of all properties in reference to all situations. Meaning, like, they're trying to block me from all the lawsuit monies that I would have from all 50 states and internationally in reference to the government trying to steal my mother and father's businesses and companies and mansions in other cities and states in America. These government people have to get prosecuted for their crimes, misrepresentations, and their actions of denial and their games of trying to play their silent treatment game. That is attempted fucking murder, too. And their illegal squatting on information, squatting on documents of my mother and father and my identity. Those people need to get prosecuted no fucking matter what. Who the fuck are they? They're not the child of my parents. They're violating the family law of my mother and father and grandparents and my identity. Those people need to get prosecuted. Ask them what their mother and father's names are.